Blessed in the name of Chukwukabiam.
We are Igbos, but no one is Igbos. But we are Igbos. Igbo is 12 tribe speaking Igbos. Igbo is a language. This language, they eliminated this language to the extent the Central Igbos they call Igbo. Everything TV speak is Igbo. Igala speak is Igbo. Bini speak is Igbo. Wali speak is Igbo. Sapele speak is Igbo. All this an empty to Ambazonia is Igbo. To Calabar, TV, Ogoja is Igbo. The Equatorial Guinea is Igbo. We come to come the reality. Those people they are safe come for this place will tell you, trust my word, within short period, everything will come completed. Biafra will be restored. Trust my word, Mazinand make it clear. We don't left anyone behind to Biafra to restore. People in Anambra agree, people in the Benue State agree, people in Ambazonia agree, people in the Edo State agree, people in Equatorial Guinea agree, people in Nura agree. Trust my word. This is a spiritual word. It's a word of Chukwukabiam. We are Igbos, no one is Igbos. Igbo is a language. It's a first language in this earth. Translated to every multiplating every language in this earth. Keep it down. British use shorthand. Igbo use iseeee before ABCD and others. Keep it down. Lock and seal. Sit at home. Keep it down. We're waiting and see how much gift Nigerian soldier will bring for our land. Gift of the airplane, gift of the armor tankers, everything. They will leave it for us to start and destroy it and use it to manifest in force the world call them black people, but we're not black, we're Biafra. The rising sun, 5-star on their flag. Freedom of Mazinand, rested. Keep it down. Keep it down. All these cockroaches, all these weak men lose self-confidence, kill all their brothers, nance in the little Biafra, nance everything. I want to tell everyone of Biafrans should not listen anything from little Biafra. And we have to start to create a measurement to obligations to claim our right with our financial by anyone use Biafran name to make donations if it's not come from Umuada, Madam Azuka or Samerepe. We should be the punk. And any person who's speaking on the Biafran, in the Biafran, that millions of Biafran people are not in support, should be the punk. This is the authority and the measurement I want us to focus. Blessed in the name of Chukwukabiam. This is true and fair. This is the message from our museum, our ancestors, and speak to us. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Yes, it's very good. Welcome Mazinand with the flower. That means welcome his speech. And Mazinand welcome your speech. We choose what we like to welcome according to spokesman Samuel Epe. And welcome your speech. And their speech is welcome to Governor Tom and welcome to Biafran Ambazonians, Biafran Equatorial Guinea, Biafran in the south, Biafran in the middle belt, Biafran in Gabon, our sea, our land, will protect everybody who listen under spokesman Samerebe Njoko. Maznan Kano welcome their speech that in time we are clean the sharp, the wind out of the sharp. Time we screaming and the licking wind to be out of our struggle. The time we're in the spotlight by Njoko. Voice of Mazen Nankan, Voice of Biafra, 97.5, downtown, blessed in Jagged. I thank you all at this moment, and I thank you again, Governor. I thank you again. Mazen Nankan, welcome your speech, and thank you for you to speak to Mazen Nankan. We us, we are Igbos. Look the alphabet, look the names of the trees, the names of the leaves. We used to use the word and speak. Bini, all of us were Igbos. Look the names of your villages and the names of your grandfather and the names of you used to speak different accents. After Biafran war, a lot happened. Stop this drama. We're everywhere. This is a good time that somebody is standing, not only for Mazen Nankan, they stand for you people, and they stand for Biafra. Now the word no is not only for Mazen Nankan, it's for we, the Ninja. Blessed in the name of Chukwuka, Biafra is our religion, and that is them honest. We jam every negative out. We chant them all out. Big time, a big man, blessed. Chukwuka, Iseeee, Iseeee. Blessed Eastern Governor, you are looking for Eastern security who's saving your family. Nigerian government, Nigerian militaries, you are looking to Eastern security to kill. You are not a military. You are a criminal, you are a bukano. Eastern Governor, you are not a governor. You are a criminal, you are a bukano. And your murderer. We change the game. Every military will come in Eastern. We're going to the Northern Eastern. And those in Eastern will finish. And they want to find Eastern security. We are not being now in the Northern Eastern security. We are being in Benue State to kick all the Fulamis there. We work with the governors. We'll kick every Fulamis there. Let Nigerian military followers to come there. Then they can find who we have to be attacked. Is it Fulami taking people out of their home? Make them IBB camp, and the world never kick them out, and let strangers to sit comfortable and make indigenous to be outside. Let's play the game. We are Biafrans, we are Igbos. By the language, Igbos have different way to speak. Completely, Sapele, Wari, all their Igbos. They speak Tore. Even inside the Ondo, there's Igbos there. But you don't talk. But I'm telling you right now that the game change. According to the official, who have right to protect themselves and the Benue State and Eastern security, their Biafrans, also their families there, and their families there are also part of Eastern security. They are working. We have to go and clean up all these people. This war Nigeria want, we'll give you that war. But we'll fight for our right for 4 market days. We'll fight our right for 2 rapper. We'll fight our right by the original names of the villages. And fight for our right for original pronunciation alphabet, beside of the tongues, beside of the sound, beside of the area or geographic map. Blessed, wake up to Benue State. Wake up to Jos. Wake up. Abuja, Fulami is a stranger. Outside is a stranger. Southern Kaduna, outside is a stranger. Fulami played double game with Yoruba in a common sense. They have a deal behind the sea. They know where they meet each other before this Nigeria and where they settle. But leave that one, because Lagos or the Yoruba is my brothers. We are Biafrans. I'm blessed in the name of Chukwu. What destroy you is what can bring you back. I mean it. Benue State, Fulami use you to destroy your own family. We are Igbo too, by language. Forget they call them Benin language, TV language. Fuck up this shit, man. Look alphabet. I want the people to understand it. Benue State, what to destroy you is bring Biafra. Benue State need help. They will say they are Biafra. The game is over. Nigeria, bye-bye. Samuel Ebe, Autumn must talk to you. I'm frustrated by Autumn. I love him. He's my brother. Sincerity. Samuel Ebe, you're my brother. Mazin Nanakam is my Messiah. I thank you all. Blessed. Name of Chukwu Kabin. We are life in the verse of Mazin Nanakam. We are life in the verse of Umuada. We are life in the reality of Njoko. Mazin Nanakam. Legacy must be restored. And to charm every negative away. I warn you. The next step, you try me again. Let of you try me again. If you really going understanding mental destroying, never from today. I don't want to hear name of Masina come from your mouth. You speak it, you go to the deaf. Sisima, I'm sorry. You never loved Samuel Ebe for one day. From day one, from my life. But Samuel Ebe will liberate you and pray for you and give you life once time again, because he loves Masina. But you're naive with your wisdom. Look what will kill your mother. Look who will destroy your family. You see behind you. When you are the baby. Look at the mom. Amu Jamanto. Abundo. Who take the mom? Who don't know? Who tell them Monday. Maluburu, we have a different kind of president in life. Example, kind of president 2015, dead Buhari with the Aisha Buhari, Aisha Yusuf, moving around first lady 2019 to today is not exist. Imagine Obama, Joe Biden, Lobotas moving around without his wife. Imagine, so beginning at end, it's just like somebody's joking. Maybe I'm joking, but think about it, just kind of joking. I don't talking about KGB, pretty working, never have a wife, it's a kind of KGB. Also, I don't talking about, imagine, overwhelmed governors and presidents, prime ministers. In the Western world, some don't have a wife and some have a wife. Imagine this kind of joking. It's not normal. They're joking about the Biafra, but their joking is not joking because they know that it's not true. Because Biafra was their savior. Biafra is the reality. So what is pain for them to British to lose the power? No, they're not going to lose power. Biafra will dust them the way we dust them. Holland to lose their shake. No, we're going to endorse them. Decide they are fucked up, not clean and slavery people. It doesn't matter. Biafra is the whole Africa, give them oil free, give them opportunity. Western world, the same thing, We are just like a joke, The children cannot come into Europe to come into the king's life, this king, all these things, Then this Christianity will stop all those everywhere, churches, all these things, this darkness, and food people, It's kind of joking, Let's keep it that joking like that, And the reality is that the joking that everything, Mazin and Ghana was said, they know that it's also like Nigeria is innocent, right? Idiot people, they're kind of joking. Western people, democracy are teaching for nothing, alright? Idiot people. They are complaining about refugee, alright? Idiot people. They are talking about criminalization of black people, right? They are talking about disability of the black nation. Idiot like kind of joking and joking, Not to keep on joking. Opportunity of the come to the Western world, they create organization of people. Just kind of joking. People are victim. Joking, Let's keep it there, We will set up Biafra will clean up the life from full, uncompleted, unstable life in this head. World can never live when human beings in the world and their country and the people are not stable to understand it. And the same people living in the same country are stable and it's different, and the ones that are not different. All these things can be clear. Bless the name of Chukwuka. Ntamu. Whenever you hear governor say TV, it means Biafran, it means Igbo speak. TV, be here the beledebe. The TV, you got an square TV, be here the beledebe. Some part of the saying a square TV, here the beledebe. Some Ogojana say TV, Apapum, Obubula, Manfe. So, Kono, what he had, when he heard Governor to TV, it means Biafra, it means Igara, Adibu. I can finish here. You must finish it. Governor, Akuse Masi, Amasu. Yes, Governor, we are still dealing with it. Egela ayo, Governor. You must understand it. You have to walk out, speak one voice. You are no more Nigerian. Say you are a Biafra. Egela ayo. Chicken again, Anti Pie Canaba, Nino Canegu Hanaba, Ubo iti, Nedegayo, Urban Things, Abumenikini, Gabunje. Wake up, Governor, contact Samerebe, direct, Governor, contact Samerebe, Mandusi. Contact Samerebe, Peter Jemba, contact Samerebe, Amogosi, contact Samerebe, Gani, Jew, contact Samerebe, Abundiji, Abosiji, Aga, Keme, Kesku. Kife Kukoga Goswede Bikon Ibona Snonu Nas na ka esi ekwu ekene. Nas gedo no ba kene. Asị ọwụ ihe eme ihe eke. Asị ị na-eme nsosusu ọnkwụkwụ. Biko na Igbo na-asụ n'onu. Igbo gboo na Igbo taa abụrụ ofu. But ha ncha bide n'ofu ụbọchị. Kụnụ ghọta ihe m na-ekwu unu. Benue steeti teta m n'ụlọ Afụchi, Afụdo, Afụgwa, Amụ, Igala teta m n'ụlọ TV teta m n'ụlọ teta m n'ụlọ ka ọ dịnụ n'ọbụrụ ndị ọba ka ọ dịnụ n'ọbụrụ ndị obosi ka ọ dịnụ ka emesịanụ ka o si wee bụrụ. What Nigeria is for you? To travel Europe, to do 419, to do the drug, to do business, a second-hand pass business, to go to all the villages everywhere in the world, be in the prisons. Nigeria is for you. We face every abuse all over the places in this earth. You still call yourself a fool as a Nigerian. You went all the school, graduate, looking for chamber, get office, have a big car, have everything. You're full, you call yourself a Nigerian. 1 + 1 = 0. Example, how many of your graduates or your schoolmates living good life? Why they waste their time for school? How many company have? How many manufacturing? How many implementing? How many consulting? How many researching? It's a very failure. The time to change the system of motor pass, system of electronic, system of second-hand passes. Biafran people reject it. We don't need this negative. I want all these idiot people has been import and export. Be big names and not have a seaport. I've been a fool with your money. Freedom of mass and Anec is already free. Blessed name of Jagged. Any foolish person calling himself a Nigerian, you're a big fool. Fool, you know, a children of 1 year is better than you. Trust my word. The criminals know what I mean. The big thieves, the Nigerian government who sponsor them back. Killers know what I mean. Umahi, Wike, Ebele, they know what I mean. Blessed. You are welcome, all of you, to the end it. Iseeee, I talk to you. Your life, voice of Mazinan Kang, your life, voice of Biafra, 97.5, Jagged breasted. We are kicking up. Kick it up, kick it up, kick it up, kick it up, kick it up. Yes, election people. I want to ask you people to think good, very sincerity in your own mindset. What will benefit as you as a Nigerian? What is enjoy you as a Nigerian? So, tell me what you benefit. You benefit to do a job passenger. You benefit to do agboro. You benefit to walk around in your villages. You benefit to travel city to your uncles without no job. You benefit, you graduate, you have to change Fulami house name to get a school. You benefit if your father or your mother have a connection in the corrupting government. That is what you enjoy in Nigeria. You enjoy as a Nigeria to be JJT, Hazana, Hosanna, full seller.
Full of them people. No, fuller.
That's the name of Chukwuka Biafra. Hello, the
Fuller.
world. We find out that it's very difficult to restore democracy. It's very difficult. That's international and the multiple company has want to see what's going to happen. It's very difficult. They're missing the opportunity and the chance should be being done and should be done to prove every black place in the world that will stood up in our democracy to eliminate all these things going on in Nigeria. But they disappoint again. So they are encouraging to the world that happy to refugees they come in, they're happy then to motorizing black people in all over the same continent inside it, Libya, Morocco, all over the northern Africas, to be in the beggars in the street, people from Benin Kingdom, to be beggars in the street of Italians or other tribes, blackmails and stubborn, iseeeee call themselves Nigerians, Igbo peoples, being everywhere in the prison all over the world, and they're killing them all over the places, scatter all over the country, all over villages, all over the world because of the evil, chasing them out of their place. Call Nigeria, they are still carrying the evil along them to suffering. So the world has been appreciate that they want this thing to continue. The world is appreciate the identity of those who call themselves black, because the rate of meaning of the black is also positive in the common sense. The black never meant to be human being, white never meant to be human being. It's also the selfishness from the blacks also to deny the very first names when the Western people meet, and when eventually they make it clear for them to understanding that this Bible time is over, that the reality in Africa, they call the place now Afro people, from Afro people to Afro to Afro Negro to the black. All these things happen. The rest time they happen in London, in Manchester. But this is the past. But the point for the black, it doesn't make sense. But my opinion to addressing the world that the failure to not take this opportunity to be able to change the situation of the black nation, also to change the situation of their systems are be overwhelming, complaining about the refugees and complaining about farmers to take land for the farmers. All those things, blackmail. Land of farmers don't have nothing to do for Holland to people to create a house. There's many houses. Anti-cracks are covered in many houses, individual by government have been being occupied. There's many offices are not using, and there's many lands are not used. So they're going to the farm is part of the games, which is where games they are not also concerning what share company doing in the Biafran lands and everywhere is polluted. So they're failure. So at this moment, I want to let the world to understanding there's systems we are going to imply in the Biafran land this time, that August was not joking, that every foreign company should be comprised for our demand. And we want to inform the world that we are not interested how many trucks, how many Tecumbos, how many evil Nigerian government terrorists Boko Haram to bring in our land. We're gonna seize everything and use it to start a new life, because our country is already being started. So that is very clear message. So they let their welcome Nigerian soldiers, welcome everything, bring everything. Biafra, we're ready for that and make it clear. That is no election in Biafran land, no compromising with the government. There is nothing, we are governing ourselves, and we are asking Swiss Bank to recognizing that we cannot suffering with this Naira. It can never work. We need to implement in our currency to be moving forward immediately. That is our demanding from now to August. Also, we are talking about every foreign company in the Biafran land have to understand that the people who are negotiating has been wrong, and the people who has land has right. So I want us to put it uncountable, to work on that way. That is what is coming up. Also, I want to explain most dangerous secret behind the sea concerning example how Fulami in Nigeria has been mislead Hausa to the extent that inside the region they blackmail Hausa that they can burn your child when he's 2 years, to drop him in the street and give him the parade, be instrumenting to get their mission to fulfill. Those people who don't grow up with their father, they can never know their father can never know them. So it can be instrument or to heartless people after he can be a president, he can be a military, to be able to fulfill the mission, because he go up to the extent that makes him to not change and deliver the message. He didn't grow up as a normal children. So between that Nigeria is a big problem, and it's a game Fulami knows that they mislead Hausa forever. So that is the point of overwhelming, of increase of killers as implementing by from childhood and grow, sleeping in the mosque that night. That's kind of sickness things I cannot talk about it. The same thing implementing the history after discover Africa, Biafrans, not Africa, then they call it Biafra, the Afro, before Afro. They discovered it. It's very important when they discover it, the same thing, the understanding that these people are strong. Those childs they put in the systems can never see themselves as a black. And they feel good and cover up as the plan that is a white man be the play, Western be the play. This. It's not true. If you look at the truth, you can understand even circumstances, my agreement and disagreement to the system. But I love Westerns, but the systems will disagree that enough to not use, and implementing that they can be implementing measurement on your own life. We deal with it. The agreement is Biafra, is the agreement between us and anybody. That is all about, I can say. This is behind the secret. So we are see Westerners are doing everything, but we don't know we are doing everything. If that me, what is anything they used to make in this world to be stable, you don't find it in the African land. Use that to think yourself. Who can produce something? It cannot be people you call black people. But it cannot use the mentality of the black people because it never had a country. So blessed name of Chukwu Kabiama. We are dealing it that Mazenanikan has been make it clear to the world and Nigerians that he's just told him to respond for what he needs and him to stand up to the black people all over the world to start smiling. So we are waiting for them to just deliver. And we are doing our things to make it good. For you, want to wait for 5 months, we already make it good. Maybe that 5 months is going to be everything already good in China. Blessed in the name of Chukwu Kabem. We are live in the voice of Mazen Nanikan. We are live in the voice of Biafra, 97.5 Eastern Security in Jagged, Tantan Biafra. Blessed in the name of Chukwu Kabem. I will raise it up, and we'll rise it up. Concluding agreement. Benue State, forget everything. Nigeria divide the whole state. You know what I'm saying? South, South, Delta South, East South. Forget all this state. Take it from me. And listen, collaborating to Samuel Rebe, spokesman of Biafra. Word, correct yourself. We are building up to communicating, direct, indirecting to the government of Holland and the government of the Belgium because they are the biggest problem. Also, direct, indirecting to consulting the share company to understanding. So those letters will fascinating between 1 month. Everything should be do. Do it in a common sense that they're doing it to directing straight to the spokesman whenever they receive it, where to be contacted. That is the part 2. Blessed name of Chukwu Kabiam. Iseee, freedom of Mazen and unconditional. And I will never.
We're gonna take Mazen.
Biafra is the religion. Chukwu Kabiam is our God, truth and honest. Iseee, we are not black. We are not white. We are the truth and the blight and the light and the truth forever. Iseee, eliminate them through the truth. Samuel Rebe stand up through the truth. Mazina can stand up through the truth. Autopilot stand up through the truth. That is our key. Shelling bomb in the air. 9.75 FM. Voice of Biafra. Iseeee. Yes.
Trusted.
Kick it on. Ọmadike, ọbịazana anyị ekpele, Chukwu okike abịam, ọbịazana anyị ekpele. It's a blessed day, the day of glorify, the day of jubilate, the time of the see the sign, the time of the feel it, the time of enjoy it, the time of to give it all, to give thanks to the glory. Then you will see that you are no human being, you are nothing, you cannot trust any human being. The time you can see in this life, that the time that you cannot trust in anything man-made, anything physically, by the way or by us. There's a time you can give it all to know that universal is leading, guidance, the truth and honest. Oh, Biazana ye bele, Chukwu Kikabia, oh, Biazana ye bele, Obia, Oza. Obia Oza, Biafra, Obatagwe, Biafra, Obiagwe, Obiago Chukwu Kikabia, Obiazana ye bele, Obiazana ye bele, Chukwu Kikabia, Ibiazana ye bele, Chukwu Kikabia, Ibiazana ye bele. I thank you all. We're in a crusade, in the positive life of the reality of universal. I am. I'm the son of Chukwu Kabiama, breasted of the truth of honest, the righteousness of overcome, to become, to keep the peace and impunity and agilities on tears on all mankind. Special those have been seeing it to deliver us, our brothers, out of the zoo Nigeria. Oh, Biazana ye bele. Yes, Mazen Nandekano. Yes, we are waiting for your speech. Yes, everything will be all right, you know. We let them to know that if I carry you follow, if I get married, if I go follow, if I get married, when I'm going to talk to Uncle, no bastata. Okwi na anu nuwe ufualo ife ge meriri. Ife na akpa, ife na chuchuru ejisi ike ufualo ife ge meriri. Ọ na-ebido n'ofu ụbọchị, go ofu ụzọụka, go ofu ọnwa, go ọnwa ịtọ, go ọnwa isii, go ọnwa itenaanị, wee gazie ufualo. Ife ga-eme, ọ bịaza ga-ekpere, Chukwu okike abịama, ọ bịaza ga-ekpere. I thank you, brothers and sisters. It's the moment of giving it all. The moment to be yourself, moment to express life, moment to endure the tears and the pains, the moment to understood that every thinkings and the reasons are not equal, the moment to understand that those you try to save will crucify you, will be against you, the moment to stay strong, to be overcome them, because it's the message and their duty to be happen. Oh, I take this opportunity to glorify all the autopilots. The Mazinan can say free, man. To glorify Biafra has a foundation. To glorify that everything we want, we get it. To glorify, to thanking Samuel day and night. Thanking Umwada day and night. To believing that Okumazinan the Kanuku. Ihe mere eme udo dịrị unu and the blessed name of Chukwu Kabela. My respect is mutual.